is Brianna. I'm the founder of Trilliant, and Trilliant is the only online community where you can submit product reviews for fashion products. So let's talk about the problem we're solving here. So Trilliant's goal is to solve issues in retail, and there are few problems in retail talked about more than returns. In 2017, Americans returned more than $400 billion worth of merchandise to retailers, and that's a problem for everyone. Not only is it expensive for retailers to have to ship it back and then file it again and perhaps dispose of it, it is really bad for the environment. I mean, not a lot of people know this, but most clothing items that get returned to the seller actually don't get put back on the shelf. Most retailers admit to actually throwing it away, which is terrible for the environment. Oh, Nordstrom actually admitted to burning their returns because they didn't want anyone to resell them anywhere else. But the person who suffers most from returns is the customer. It's annoying to wait for a long time for something to get shipped and then realize it's not what you wanted and then have to go through the ordeal of returning it. The two most cited reasons for returning a retail clothing item is unexpectedly bad product quality and poor product fit. So with that, let's get into the mindset of our target user. So if you're a Gen Xer, you are very likely to buy your clothing online because you like the option of comparing things, comparing for price point, and just looking at reviews. So okay, let's do a role play thing here really quick. Let's pretend you're an 18-year-old girl and you're shopping for your prom dress. This one comes up online. Show of hands who would get this. I would. Come on, even if you're a guy, you can. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. Okay, I like this one too. I actually considered buying it when I was working on this presentation. And then I saw this review for it. This is a real review and exposure of a freaking scam. In fact, this is so common online. There's a whole Reddit page called Expectation versus Reality and a number of Facebook groups where people A, complain about terrible situations like this, and B, laugh at it because it's so ridiculous how common it is for sellers to have dishonest photos like this on their site. Okay, let's do one more. Who would buy this one? Still going to prom, curious, still 18. Okay, yeah, okay, I like this one too. I like circular designs as well. I think this is also a wedding dress. This is another real product review, and it's way better. Okay, look, so product reviews are good for the retailers as well because if I were shopping for this dress, this picture would sell it for me. Not this Photoshop garbage, this. Because this was taken from someone's phone. No one edited this, no one's trying to sell me anything. They're just being honest about what they liked and what they didn't. Okay. So the big takeaway here is product reviews, specifically those with pictures, help us understand what we're ordering and make us statistically less likely to return it. And the less returns, the better. Okay, but people know this. So lots of stores have their own integrated product review systems. Amazon has a really good one. Okay, that's like 90% of the reason I keep my Amazon subscription is because of the picture reviews. And Shopify has an integrated tool for picture reviews, but there are features on that tool that allow you as the store owner to remove the negative ones. And they also make it really easy to add fake ones. And that's why these two tools exist. FakeSpot and Review Meta, they exist because enough consumers know about fake reviews that they'll use these tools to plug in like the URL of a thing they're going to buy online, and it'll predict how many of the associated product reviews are fake, and it's usually a lot of them, particularly with Amazon. Okay, so what's the takeaway here? The takeaway here is that we need one consolidated source of reviews from an administration that doesn't have any reason to remove the negative ones and doesn't allow fake ones and can solve them using the same algorithms that FakeSpot and Review Meta do. And that's what we're offering. So this is a preview of shoptrilliant.com. This is my website. It launched last month. You can look at it any time on your laptop or your phone. If you want to look at it now instead of listening to this presentation, I'm fine with that. Trilliant looks like a normal catalog to buy your clothes online, but it's not because all the pictures and information you see are provided by users who have actually bought or tried on the thing. All these pictures are unphotoshopped, candid photos, so we don't have, you just skip the Photoshop nonsense. But since it's based on user-generated data, that gives us a lot of opportunities to optimize the experience using machine learning. So using machine learning, we can offer you the solution to the problem of fit as well. If people are rating clothing items based on how well they fit, and also since it's user-generated, giving us their tailor measurements, you can enter your tailor measurements and find clothing that fit really well on people with the same size and shape body as you. And finally, you can order things and be confident that it's going to fit you when it arrives. Also, since we're working with data here, let's optimize for other things. If you want to filter your search results and find only brands with like really good supply chain practices, no child labor, no sweatshops, you can do that with this tool. And since people use this tool to review clothing they already own, it's really easy to use AI to predict what they might want to buy next, what would complement their existing wardrobe. And that leads to higher shopping cart amounts as well. Okay, on top of our web app, we have our Chrome extension. This is a preview of it. Before I go into it, really quick show of hands. Who has used a Chrome extension before? Yes, okay, great. Okay, sometimes I tell people, I have a Chrome extension. People are like, what's that? And it's kind of like explaining what an iPhone is. When you have an iPhone app, it's hard. But the way a Chrome extension works, for anyone who's not familiar with it is something you can install onto your browser just like you would install an app onto your iPhone. You can install it and forget about it, and then the next time you're shopping online, so you go to, what's this one, Mothboss, and you click on something you like, the app will automatically pop up on the right-hand side and show you a picture from somebody who's already bought that item. That way you don't have to think to go search it. That information is right there, right when you need it. And it also keeps customers engaged. Okay, let's talk about the revenue model. There's two revenue models here. First one's really simple, you've probably heard of it. We take affiliate commissions from anything sold on our site. We take the best reviews with the best pictures with the most positive ratings, and those are the ones that make it to the web app, the ones that people are actually going to want to shop, right? Anytime something is sold through there, we take about 4% of the sale. And it's great because we don't have to ship anything or store anything, but we still get to profit from sales of clothing. The other revenue model is one we're developing now a lot more. It's our B2B model where we work directly with retailers. Turns out product reviews are a great way to promote your product. If you can hold a microphone to existing satisfied customers, it's way better than paying like an Instagram model to pretend to be a satisfied customer. It's also a lot cheaper as well. So we charge a fee to retailers to promote their stuff with product reviews. All right, we're running low on time, so I'm gonna give you sort of a big summary of the competitive analysis. We're the only online review platform specifically for clothing. Right? What we have up here is Influencer. They are an all across the board product review platform. They do mostly home products, oatmeal, lotion. There's a lot of stuff like that on there. They have very few clothing items, but a handful. There's Like to Know It. That's a fashion blog. You're gonna have a lot of glamorous sort of Instagram celebrities on there trying to sell you something, but that's another, source of people trying to sell you something, and those pictures are photoshopped and not amazing as well. And then there's Poshmark, which I figured it would be good to include because they have a lot of user-generated photos, but that's really just a place to buy used clothing. It's not a great place to find reviews for stuff that's already for sale retail, or that's currently for sale retail. Okay, the financial analysis. Again, we're short on time, so I'm gonna just give you a big takeaway here. Our variable costs are incredibly low. There's the fixed costs of making the website and the Chrome extension and doing the early marketing and getting the early retail partner, and that costs money. But as this becomes its own community, like Yelp or reviewers on Amazon, where it's powered by user-generated content, that means that it scales really fast and we continue to profit off of every product review without having to deal with actually selling the clothing ourselves. So let's talk about the team. My name is Brianna. As I said, I got my degree in business from Cornell about a year ago. I'm the tech lead. I'm a web designer and a web developer. My partner is Dinara Houpier. She is our business lead. She is finishing up her MBA at Cornell, which is why unfortunately she couldn't be here today. And I just gotta plug my partner here really quick. Dinara, before I met her, she'd recently exited from a different fashion technology startup. She and her sister started this really cool online site called Iconic, where you can rent high-end fashion by the day or by the hour, and it's right in this space. She's incredibly passionate and really cool. She was really funny. It'd be better if she were here giving this speech, but you're stuck with me. Okay, that's basically all we have. I guess our big call to action here is, since our website was recently launched, we would love it if people would go to shoptrilliant.com and just give us your feedback, maybe upload a review. We just got this new feature with mobile uploads, and that might be a little buggy, so if anyone wants to tell us about those bugs, we are genuinely happy to hear about them.
All right.
That's it, yeah.
Thank you, Brianna. And then Mary starts.
Yeah, it's a very cool idea. I guess one question would be, how do you spread the word about it? How do you kind of get it going?
Oh, thank you for asking. That's a great question. The easiest way, or the most scalable way, is to approach audiences that our retailers have already created for their brands. So we can go to a retailer like we work with boutique fashion clothing shops in New York. They'll have an email list already. They'll already have communications in place to like do order confirmations with their customers. And if we can just sort of use those to nudge a customer to leave a review for a product they bought on Trilliant, it helps them get content they can use for marketing, and it helps us get another user.
So I'm curious, this is sort of, I mean, there's children here, but how do you deal with inappropriate images or people leaving pictures and things that maybe they shouldn't be leaving? Like, how do you deal with that, like quality control of user-generated content?
That is such a great topical question, especially with Facebook and Reddit controversy
Yes.
lately.
Yes.
Since we're small right now, and I personally approve, well, not quickly, like yes, no, kind of like Tinder. I personally approve what goes on the platform now. It's a human doing it the old-fashioned way.
Okay.
At scale, we'll probably use the same approaches that Facebook and Reddit do. We'll incorporate algorithms, or we'll learn from the best.
And do you have an ideal demo that you're targeting, demographic?
I don't think there's like really one very specific demographic of person who shops online for clothes, because so many of us do it now.
Of course.
But I wanted to center the design of the site around Gen Xers because they're the future. They shop online a teeny bit more often than millennials, but millennials do a lot too. But honestly, when I first designed the website with like Illustrator, I showed it to my mom and said, "Would you shop here?" And she said, "Yeah, I don't shop online much, but this doesn't have all like the craziness and overwhelming information and paragraphs and fine print that a lot of online stores do, and I like that." So I would hope it's also, it's for adults, people over 40 and 50 as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How did you come up with the name? Sorry.
Great question. It used to be a terrible name. I still, among friends and family, I still call it closet model because I thought it would be a fun pun, like you're a closeted model if you model the clothing you bought. Like, you get it? Okay. I felt like that was like way too feminine. Like a lot of men don't want to identify as models. So
Yeah.
I found the word trilliant in the dictionary. It technically means it's a certain stylistic way of cutting a semi-precious stone into like this stylized triangle that looks a lot like this.
Yeah.
I don't need to point to it. It's like the biggest thing up there. So I just wanted something that was like pretty easy to spell and pronounce and not taken. Thank you.
All right. Okay, thank you, Brianna.